Welcome everyone to B1 level, and today we're gonna to speak about fellings, especially different fellings and also between maybe some romantic. And also what about grammar, we're gonna to speak about sequence of tenses and especially reported speech. So how we can form it and in which way and why there is some special rules in it. So let's start. It's gonna to be, I hope it's gonna to be very interesting. So firstly, reported speech. Actually, everyone knows that there is some direct speech and reported speech. Actually, direct speech is when we put in, you can do it in spelling using some symbols. During when we are speaking with each other, it's actually direct speech. But when someone wrote about our speaking, probably that someone is writing it in reported speech. So, an example of direct speech. Aunt May says to Peter, "Your words mean a lot to me." Actually, that is okay. We speak about direct speech, but if we need to make some reported speech of it, we use sequence of tenses, and but if the main part of that sentence is in the past, but is if the main part of the sentence is in present, we just put the symbols over and change some words to another. Why? An example. Aunt May tells Peter that his words mean a lot to her. So, as you can see, transforming from direct speech to reported, we change some pronouns. Yeah, pronouns. For example, your words became his words, and a lot to me became a lot to her. Especially between Peter and the start of the sentence, we can see the word that. Especially, we must understand that main part of the sentence, if we speak about reported speech, we're gonna to call the sentence when we understand who said and to whom. For example, here Aunt May says to Peter, he asks Mary, I tell everyone, or something like this. And the other part, it's the part where we can see that direct speech is actually. So, if for example the main part will be in the past, like Aunt May not tells, not says, but told Peter, we should change some sentences, some tenses inside our direct speech. Especially if we have in the example your words mean, that means that sentence is in present simple. We should do it in past simple, and that will be in such way like that his words meant a lot to her. So I think that according to that example, you should understand that if our main part of sentence is in the past, we should change the tense of our direct speech part. Also, if we speak about tenses, they are changing. How? Everything is in present simple in direct speech, we change to past simple in reported speech. Past simple in reported speech, we are changing to past perfect tense. Present perfect tense in direct speech, we change to past perfect tense in reported speech. Present continuous tense in direct speech, we change to past continuous tense in continuous or past continuous tense in reported speech. Yeah, if we speak about present perfect continuous, we change it to past perfect continuous. Also, to past perfect continuous in reported speech, we change if in direct speech we have past continuous. A future simple, we change to future in the past. Actually, I think that it's very easy. We have like step by step. Yeah, if we have present simple, we've got past simple. If we've got past simple, we've got past perfect. So it's like going down and down, and it's not very difficult actually. If we speak about pronouns, how we change them, we just pay attention to their subjects, especially, for example, Aunt May says to Peter. Peter is he, yeah, and if we transform it even in translation in Ukrainian, we've got that she told about him, and according to this, we just change pronouns to his, and if she use me, that means that that changed to her. Everything easy. The next question, what about questions? How we can do it then? Firstly, we instead of that, we use that in reported speech to connect main part and other part. Yeah. In questions, in reported speech, we use instead of that whether or if. They're equal. It doesn't matter what you wanna, you use it. And for example, he asks Mary, "Can I talk to you later?" In reported speech, that will be he asks Mary whether or if he can talk to her later. Pay attention. Here we have direct order of words in the sentence, so we don't keep the inversion as we have in questions. Also, we change pronouns. But that's if the main part of our sentence is in present simple. If that main part, so he asks, yeah, is in the past, he asked, we change our tense to another, so like putting down in the past. So he asked Mary whether he not can but could talk to her later. I hope that it's clear. Let's discover another variant. What about future simple? It changes to future in the past. So he said, "I'll see you tomorrow." He said that in reported speech, yeah, he would see instead of will see me the next day. Paying attention, we change tomorrow in direct speech to the next day in reported speech. Also, next variant is I almost forgot about it last week, she said. That is in direct speech. In reported speech, we will have she said that she had almost forgotten, because of in the direct speech we had past simple and we changed it to past perfect. She had almost forgotten about it the previous week. Pay attention, we change last week in direct speech to the previous week in reported speech. And also we have some others like stay, don't say, please be calm, or something like this, yeah. So what we should do? For example, the doctor said to me, stay in bed for a few days. How we can say it in reported speech? The doctor told me to stay in bed for a few days. So if we wanna just that order to make in reported speech, we just need to put to before the verb, and surely we use told me as usual. If we if we have negative form, the doctor ordered me don't stay in bed for too long. And in reported speech, that will be the doctor ordered me not to stay in bed for too long. So we just that negative don't we change to not to. Or for example, the doctor my mother said to me, clean your room please. If we have some please in direct speech and said to me, we just change it to asked in the reported. So the sentence in direct speech, clean your room please, my mother said to me, we changed in reported speech to, my mother asked me to clean my room. That's all. Everything is totally clear. But you need to know how we change some words, sometimes expressions, or something like this in from direct to reported speech. So firstly, it's this changes to that. For example, he said, this room is perfect. That's indirect, yeah. In a reported speech, that will be he said that room was perfect. These change to those, here to there, now to then, today, that day, yesterday, the day before yesterday, позавчора, 2 days ago, or 2 days before, I'm sorry. Tomorrow changes to the next or the following day, the day after tomorrow, післязавтра. In 2 days time or 2 days later, next week or next month or next year. It can be the following week, the following month, the following year. Or even sometimes it can be next week, can become the next week. Last week, last month, last year, in reported speech became the previous week, the previous month, the previous year. Ago, we just changes to before. That mean words, especially the most usable, yeah. And I hope that will be enough for you. So let's go on. And now I wanted to propose you to make some sentences in reported speech with that. So you just should rebuild that sentence to reported speech. And in 2 minutes, I will do it for you, and we will check up our reported speeches. So I think that's enough time for you to do it. So let's check. Mike told the policeman that he had lost his identity. Please pay attention that in such a sentence we can cut some parts of them. They are not needed for reported speech. So Mike told to the policeman that he had lost his identity card. Next one. Jane told to Dick that he was mistaken. Julia didn't live next to her. Third one, the woman said to detective that she was absolutely sure that she had seen the thief in the house. He said that he had eaten nothing since morning. My girlfriend said, told to Mike to stop playing his computer games. That was so annoying. Tom's boss told to Tom that he according or as to his last report, to his previous report, he was afraid that Tom hadn't done the work properly. Anna said that she would better put on something new. She didn't want to wear her old dress. Her brother said or told her that they would have plenty of time to do their work. So as you can see, everything is clear. The main idea is to be quietly attentive, not to speak some short word that can help you to understand the whole idea of the sentence and understand that sometimes we can cut some parts of direct speech for reported. Yeah, and we need change pronouns, change some time expressions, change times if our main part are in the past, yeah, and something like this. So I think for today that it's enough to grammar. We're gonna speak about fellings. So there is different kinds of fellings, and we're gonna to start with love. It's very strong feeling. Yeah, for example, I love my husband. Adore, it's probably the same as love. She adores her niece, or I adore swimming. We also can use it if we want to tell about our hobbies. Also, there is like being with or enjoy being with. Yeah, that means that we like the time that we spend together. For example, I like being with my friends. Very often, very uh, mm, important. Not to say like staying with, instead of that. Spend a lot of time with, everything clear. That means that just spend a lot of time with someone, yeah. She spends a lot of time with Debbie, for example, always with. Also, that means that you spend a lot of your time, a lot of your free time, especially with someone. For example, he is always with his friends. Next one, like. Like it has to have a positive feeling, but it's not love. Yeah, it's something more friendly. For example, I like you, so I like her as a person, not as a girl or something like this. Like a lot, really like. That means that you are inspired, you are delighted about something. It's really cool. Yeah, for example, I like my new boss, or I like my new boss a lot. You can just use both of them. Get on well with them. That means that you have some good relationship with someone, you have good speaking and something like this. For example, she gets on well with her sister. That means that they have good speaking, good communication within each other, good relationship. Don't like very much. Uh, that means that you are not hate someone. You don't hate someone. It's not okay but good, but normal, yeah. For example, I don't like John's new girlfriend very much. Can't stand that. That means hate. That means that you cannot even see that people when you are becoming nervous and really angry about it. Yeah, I can't stand Emily. Or have a good time with. That means have fun or just spend your free time positively. For example, I always have a good time with my friends. Very, very, very nice. Let's go on. There is some stages about romantic relationships or something like this, and that's why I just find three main. I can divide maybe three main stages. So if we speak about starting a romantic relationship where you just probably first days from meeting, yeah, that can be to go out with or to date. To go out, it's more British variant, but if we speak about American, they use date. For example, Bill is going out with Lucy. That means that the first period of your relationship that is going nearby 1 month, yeah, you're just not sure that it's your boyfriend or she's your girlfriend. You're just going with. Uh, Next stage, it's fall in love with. Fall in love, it's you understand that you really love that person, and it's maybe the main stage of relationships. For example, they fell in love when they met on holiday. So, for example, they know each other, yeah, for a longer time, but one day they fell in love and have got that is exactly your person. And the last stage, not very maybe happy but possible, it's to break up, to split up, or sometimes we can even we can meet uh, fallout fallout, and it means to end their relationships. For example, he broke up with Sana after a year. That means that he broke up with Sana. They end their relationship after a year of they had them, or they split up last year. They broke up last year, or they fell out unpredictably. So it was really everyone was surprised when news that they end their relationships. I think that that's the main stage that about which we can say, yeah, and it's normal. Surely everyone knows marriage and something, wedding and so on, but that the main phrases which you can use if you speak about your girlfriend, boyfriend, or something like this. And now I wanted to say a little bit more about emotions, and then we're gonna to speak also about idioms, but firstly emotions. So amused. Um, Maybe here I would like to translate it to Ukrainian. Most of them are very, very similar because in Ukrainian we have a lot of synonyms, yeah, and something like this. But you should understand at least from which sphere of life, yeah, there is that emotions. So amused, задоволений або ж захоплений. Delighted – такий захоплений чимось. Exhilarated – такий на веселі. До того ж це може бути використано, якщо навіть людина знаходиться в стані алкогольного сп'яніння. Він такий веселий. Astonished – шокований або ж здивований. Surprised – це більше таки до здивування, а не до такого шоку. Silly – такий трохи дурненький. Hysterical – істеричний. Ave – він означає такий задумливий над чимось, так? Трошки такий скромний навіть. Wonder – чудний іноді, може такий чудина, дивись. His wonder. Або ж навіть можна сказати, що це такий дивовижний в певному розумінні. Curious – допитливий, кмітливий. Happy – щасливий. Modest. Здебільшого це означає такий дуже скромний. Ну, якщо в нас є shy, сором'язливий, да, то modest – це такий більш реально такий скромний, дуже дуже такий ввічливий, прям тому, коли його хвалять, він такий дуже знічений навіть від похвали, тобто це такий більш варіант. Так. Далі, contented, це такий або ж стриманий, або ж задоволений собою, але все рівно стриманий. Hopeful, це якийсь трохи з надією, такий так, надійний. Satisfied, задоволений з чогось. Grateful, вдячливий. Determined. Ну, це не те, що детермінований чомусь, а такий трохи який чітко розуміє ситуацію, підлаштовується під неї. Composed. Це теж дуже такий стриманий, хоча і як composed, так і contented, вони дуже схожі за значенням. В більшості своїй це означає стриманий, так? А далі це serene, означає безтурботний, взагалі не звертаючи увагу ні на які проблеми. Angry, ну, це злий, так, я думаю, що всі знають. Злий, або ж таки прямо ж знервований. Далі afraid, це означає боязкий, тобто той, хто боїться. indignant, обурений, чого і той який, аж злий з того, що його від обурення. Appalled. По суті, це апелюючий, тобто той, хто, знову ж таки, це і здивований, і обурений теж одночасно. Laughing. Це невдоволений. Disgust. Бридкий. Hate. Той, хто ненавидить щось, і виражає в повній мірі своє несприйняття чогось. Outrage. Це такий обурений, розгніваний. Disappointed. Розчарований. Sneaky. Такий хитрий, який з-під тяжка може щось зробити. Не варто з ними поруч розслаблятися. Далі, що в нас? Brooding. Власне, це такий задумливий трохи, в плані такий, він думає про щось, на якісь думи його невеселі, знаєте. Annoyed. Annoy, взагалі, бісити, тобто якісь з чимось аж роз'ятрені почуття в плані, там, he annoyed me, він мене дратує, роздратований. Sad, сумний. Miserable or depressed, це смучений. Exhausted, стомлений, прям дуже сильно. Weepy, такий слюнтій. Той, який постійно плаксій, той, який постійно ниє, плаче і так далі. Combating or quarrelsome, сварливий. Bored, той, який нудьгує з певного приводу. Withdrawn. Іноді може використовуватися в значенні indifferentний, тобто йому байдуже в цілому, однак він не дуже задоволений. Ось. Confused, сконфуджений, в той, хто втрапив досить таки неловке становище. Це такі загалом, that's as for me the main emotions. Probably most of them are very, very similar each to other, and that's why even in our translation they are very similar or probably the same meaning. But surely you can understand according to the situation of which word you want to use. So let's go on to emotions, to our idioms here. So we're going to speak about such idioms as firstly, bent out of shape. So that means that for example, she got bent out of shape over the new dress code at work. That's something that makes you angry or even annoyed. She got bent out of shape, that means вона вийшла з себе через новий дрес-код на роботі. Вона була дуже така засмучена, розлючена. On cloud 9. В нас є на 7-му небі щастя, це те саме. When he finally proposed to her, she was on cloud 9. Коли він нарешті зробив їй пропозицію, мається на увазі пропозиція руки та серця, вона була на 7-му небі від щастя. Spaced out. Dave, are you listening? You look totally spaced out. Spaced out means not to be at some place, at some communication, some dialogue with your minds. When your minds are going somewhere. Кажуть, що ти що в космосі, ти десь... Це означає бути не тут думками. Наприклад, Дейв, ти мене чуєш? Ти виглядаєш повністю не сконцентрованим, скажімо так. Shaken up, власне, це означає встрястися. Наприклад, after the accident, she was completely shaken up. Після випадку нещасного вона повністю стряслася, мається на увазі, передивилася свої життєві орієнтири. Тобто перевернулося все до гори дригом. On pins and needles, the movie was so suspenseful. I was on pins and needles the whole time. Це такий, знаєте, в українській мові є на голках. Фільм був такий нервовий, підозрілий, що я постійно була на голках весь час. Weighed or bashed. That means to be totally exhausted. Sorry, I can't do the chores today. I'm bashed. Beat or bashed. Вибач, я не можу там зробити сьогодні, да? Я повністю змучена. Head over heels. Це просто означає перевертати до гори дригом. Такі відчуття, коли в тебе. Head up. Такий теж дуже, так ми можемо пояснити, коли ми стомлені. I'm so sick. Це fed up. Розчавлений, да? В плані моральному. I have had a terrible day at work and I'm feeling completely fed up. У мене був жахливий день на роботі, я почуваю себе повністю розчавленою морально. Chilled out. Це синонім слова relax, відпочивати, так? I feel really chilled out after my yoga class. It really helps me relax. Я відчуваю себе дійсно відпочившою після моїх занять з йоги. Це реально допомагає мені відпочити. І останнє, under the weather. That means to be a little bit sick. Not so sick that it was really serious, not to be like ill, yeah. It's like that you woke up in the morning and you've got that you don't have some forces to do anything. Everything's very difficult for you and you need some just day of rest, day off, just to recharge your inside energy and become this as you well. And that means under the weather. So John's feeling a bit under the weather tonight, so he won't be joining us for dinner. Він почувався себе негарно, недобре, і тому він не доєднається до нас за обід. Ось так. Actually, I wanted to ask you to make with that idioms 10 sentences and using reported speech or sequence of tenses. I'm totally sure that you can do it. Also, you can just using them, you can compose some short story. Even I think that it's probably possible. Just using them on reported speech. I'm sure that firstly it helps you to train your habits about sequence of tenses, and actually that helps you to use that idioms in your spelling, in your understanding, and so on. Because and you can use that phrases mostly maybe every day, I think, because according to our time life, everyone can say that he's bashed at one day during maybe some working meeting. We are totally spaced out, and after day we can feel ourselves fed up, or and after our day off everyone is chilled out. That's why it's not a problem, and I think that it will be interesting for you to check your own habits, to check your own understanding of the topic, and actually you can use them in your everyday life, and it should be really more interesting for you. So you understand that if you wanted to describe some your emotions, some your feelings, it's not obvious to use just adjective. No, it's good, but there is some phrases, and sometimes it's surely better to use them because using them, your speech becoming really more interesting, more different, more variety, and that's why I hope that you can do it. Uh, and for today, that's all, and we're gonna to meet soon. Bye bye. Have a nice day.